Good afternoon, graduates, friends, and honoured guests. My name is Samantha Ferguson, and I am the Assistant Chaplain to the University. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony at the University of St Andrews on this exciting day for you all. Presiding at today's graduation ceremony is the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Dame Sally Mapstone. This ceremony is taking place in the Younger Hall, officially opened in 1929. The Younger Hall is the university's venue for graduations and most formal ceremonies. In a few moments, the academic procession will enter the hall. To welcome the academic procession, members of St Salvator's Chapel Choir will lead us in singing the Gaudeamus. Please do join in. The words can be found in your programme. Now, should the fire alarm sound, please remain seated. The alarm will be silenced and staff will immediately investigate the cause of the activation. Should an evacuation be necessary, the alarm will sound continuously and you'll be advised of the need to evacuate. Staff will direct you accordingly. Please follow staff direction and leave the hall by the most appropriate exit. At the end of the graduation ceremony, all our new graduates will join the academic procession, leaving the Younger Hall and walking along North Street and entering St Salvator's quadrangle through the archway. To supporters, please wait until all our new graduates have left the hall. Ushers will then show you to the nearest exits. Outside, you'll be directed to the quad where you'll be able to join our new graduates. Please ensure that your mobile phone is switched off, or at least to silent, and you're welcome to take pictures and video footage, but please stay seated to do so. Now, to capture this unique moment, our official photographer will now take a photograph of those graduating today before the ceremony begins.
Good afternoon. Are you ready for this? Like my camera? Superb. I can see everybody in the hall, so there's no hiding places. Look at you all fixing your hair now. Excellent. Okay, right at the camera. Here we go. After two. 1 and 2. Come on, a wee bit better. 1 and 2. Last one. Superb. Thank you. Congratulations and enjoy your day. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoy the graduation ceremony. As you are able, friends, please rise for the Gaudeamus. Oremus, omnipotens ac eterne Deus, actione nostres omnes aspirando provini, et adjuando proseque, et cunta nostra operatio, et praesernum hoc quod nunc aggrediamus opus, ad te incipiat, et per te cumen finitur, quatenus sanctum nomen tum glorificinis, et misericordia tua vitam aeternam, consensiquam. Per Jesus Christus Dominanum nostrum. Amen.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my happy duty as Principal and Vice-Chancellor to welcome you all to this winter graduation ceremony at the University of St. Andrews. I am delighted that all of you can share in the joy of today's ceremony. Graduation is the highlight of our academic year. At these ceremonies, students are awarded their degrees, new members of our professorial staff are inducted, and people of distinction are honoured. We orient our academic calendar around these celebrations, and they are a tradition that speaks to the heart of our institutional mission. It is also a pleasure to welcome you to the Younger Hall, a fitting setting for the celebration of our graduates' achievements. This well-loved venue has been the home of our graduation ceremonies since its initial opening in 1929. Today's graduands will cross the Younger Hall stage in a style that unites them with the students who for almost a century crossed it before them, and also, of course, with the students who crossed our stages in the 5 centuries before that. This year, however, we gather with a sense of absence as well as celebration. Many of you will know that our Chancellor, the late Right Honourable Lord Campbell of Pittenweem, died in September. His loss has been felt keenly across the university. For nearly 20 years, he served St. Andrews with a mixture of integrity and courtesy, and the imprint of his leadership has left a clear and lasting mark on our formal life on days such as this one. Lord Campbell presided at 84 graduation ceremonies, conferring degrees on approximately 15,000 students who walked across this very stage. He welcomed our legacy donors at Chancellor's Circle gatherings. He played a distinguished part in our 600th anniversary celebrations. And most recently, he delivered the university's loyal address to the new king as a privileged institution in 2023. His was a steady, generous presence, and while we feel his absence today, we also recognise how fully he strengthened the ceremonial life we inherit and continue. The broader graduation tradition which we observe today has indeed taken place at St. Andrews since the second decade of the 15th century when the university was founded, and some of the rituals that were established in the 1400s remain an integral part of the ceremony. These rituals honour our history and signify the assumption of each graduand's place within an institution that has done as much as any other to shape our modern world. We are Scotland's first and foremost university, the third oldest in the English-speaking world, and one of the 25 oldest still operating. Across 612 years, students and academics have gathered here to build and disseminate knowledge, and their ambition has proven resilient to the challenges mounted against them. The religious and political regimes that have reared and crumbled, the pandemics and wars that have beaten at the doors. Ours is not, however, a story of survival, but of leadership. St. Andrews has been at the vanguard of political, cultural, and intellectual developments since our inception. and our people have steered the hands of monarchs and parliaments since our earliest days. And we are now very much focused on securing the future of our institution for the next 600 years. This is the aim of the university's Making Waves campaign, launched last year and about which you can find out more in your copy of today's programme. The importance of our town predates the university's foundation. St Andrews was the ecclesiastical capital of medieval Scotland. The 12th century cathedral, the remnants of which will look upon the graduation procession at the end of this ceremony, was the largest and most revered building of its time, a centre for pilgrimage, home to Scotland's senior bishop, and consecrated upon completion in the presence of Robert the Bruce in 1318. University instruction commenced here in May 1410, when our founder, Bishop Henry Wardlaw, invited a delegation of scholars led by Lawrence of Lindores, a philosopher of renown, to the town. And university status was formalised when Pope Benedict XIII issued papal bulls from Peniscola in August 1413, which were met by great jubilation when carried into town the following February. Walter Bower, a graduate of this university and the major chronicler of 15th century Scotland, described the foundation of our university in his Latin chronicle of Scottish history, the Scotti Chronicon, which also recounts the origins of the town and evinces its place at the heart of our cultural imagination. Legend has it that St. Rule was born in circa 300 AD and was a bishop in Patras, Greece, when he was visited one evening by an angel who instructed him to take the bones of St. Andrew far from the reach of the Roman Emperor Constantine the Great. St. Rule brought the relics, which constituted one tooth, one kneecap, one humerus, and 3 fingers from St. Andrew's right hand, to what Bower describes as the islands situated in the ocean beneath the setting sun. And it is around these relics that the religious and academic communities in St. Andrews, which have proven so formative for contemporary Scotland, developed, with St. Andrew later becoming the nation's patron saint. The legendary origins of our town and university imbued St. Andrews with a literary sensibility that continues to this day, and our community has been a crucible for literary creativity throughout its 600 years. Walter Bower's mantle was assumed by 2 alumni later in the 15th century, William Dunbar and Gavin Douglas, who graduated in 1479 and 1494 respectively, and who together constitute 2 of the most significant poetic voices of early modern Scotland. Dunbar and Douglas's use of Scots was foundational for much literature that followed. Dunbar's poetry, ranging from the profoundly devotional to the deliciously bawdy, was among the first items printed in Scotland by the Edinburgh printers Chapman and Miller in 1508. And Douglas was the first translator of Virgil's Latin Aeneid into Scots, completing this in 1513. These were the first in a long line of distinguished writers at our university, including in the 16th century one who would become principal of St. Leonard's College, George Buchanan, the most significant Latin poet of his time. Buchanan was, amongst many occupations, a tutor to Mary Queen of Scots and later King James VI of Scotland, and wrote a number of royal poems and masques, including a special commission for the wedding of Mary to Lord Darnley in 1565. Later generations were equally influential. The first major printed anthology of Scottish Latin poetry, Delitiae Poetarum Scotorum, was sponsored by a graduate and early philanthropist of our university, John Scott, in 1637. And while we cannot claim to have educated Robert Burns, who lived degreeless to his end days, St. Andrews was the academic home of the Scottish poet Robert Fergusson, who studied here from 1765 to 1768, and whom Burns held in higher esteem than all other writers. Literary life has thrived here in more recent centuries, and literary translation in particular was taken up by Willa Muir, an early female graduate of our university in 1910, who, with her husband Edwin, translated works by such luminaries as Hermann Broch and Franz Kafka. The literary culture that the Muirs perpetuated complemented the research activities of our School of English, which today hosts some of the world's foremost literary scholars, alongside some of its most celebrated literary practitioners. We are highly distinctive in accommodating poets, dramatists, and creatives, including Professor Don Patterson, OBE, Professor Zinni Harris, and Ms. Diana Nyari, whose combination of creative ingenuity with critical rigor draws out the best of the uniquely artistic academic culture that has its origins in our foundation. Returning now to today's ceremony and the rituals which connect us to our forebears. The first of these you have already witnessed when St. Salvator's Chapel Choir initiated proceedings with a rendition of the Gaudeamus, and the Assistant University Chaplain, the Reverend Samantha Ferguson, delivered the opening prayer. As Vice-Chancellor, I preside over these ceremonies and am invested with the authority to award degrees, the presentation of which will immediately follow this introduction. The conferral of awards at bachelor's, master's, and doctoral level will constitute the core of this ceremony. I will confer degrees both on those many students who are present and on the smaller number of those who are unable to attend and who have thus graduated in absentia. As that phrase indicates, these rituals are conducted partly in Latin, following St. Andrew's tradition. For all graduands listed in this ceremony, present or absent, I will call upon the deans of the respective faculties and ask them to present each graduand for their award in turn. And I will then confer the degree with Latin phrases, one of which, for example, translates as, I raise you to the rank of Master of Arts, and to symbolize this, I place upon you this cap. To most, though, I will simply say, et super te, meaning and upon you too. The precise moment of graduation occurs when the graduate's cap, or birrettum, which I will be utilizing, touches the head of the graduand. This academic cap has been used in every ceremony since December 1696, when it was acquired from a St. Andrew's tailor, and it symbolizes the ascension of our graduands into graduates and their assumption of an equal place within our alumni community. When the conferrals are complete, St. Salvator's Chapel Choir will return to deliver a musical interlude, and we are thankful both to the choir and their director, Claire Innes-Hopkins, for the felicity they bring to this occasion. We will then proceed directly to professorial inductions, which is when we officially recognize and welcome our new professors into the Senatus Academicus. Following this, we will enjoy one of the highlights of these ceremonies, the presentation of honorary awards, with the presentation of the University Medal to today's guest of honor, Raphael Vermeer, CBE. To close our ceremony, it is tradition to invite a member of the university to address our new graduates, wish them well as they progress to the next stage of their lives, and offer some final words of inspiration and congratulation. Today's guest speaker is Professor Joe Sharp from the School of Geography and Sustainable Development. The ceremony will then conclude with the benediction and the graduation procession. At St. Andrews, the academics and professional staff who have supported you, our graduands, are immensely proud of your accomplishments. But this ritual does not mark the end of your association with St. Andrews. You are joining a vital community of alumni who have positively shaped the world around them for 612 years and who support one another in the present. So while you are graduating, you are not leaving our community, but taking the next step in your St Andrews experience. And it is our sincere hope that you will continue to engage as a St Andrean throughout your life. Decanus Facultatis Artium.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Arts, Reid Forsyth.
Te ad gradum magistri artium promovio, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono.
Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree in absentia on Tabitha Bradley, Rebecca Blumont, Liam Manny.
Eos absentes magistros artium renuncio.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Arts with Honours, Charles Ball.
Te ad gradum magistri artium promovio, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono.
Stacey Hindley.
Et super te.
M. Salem.
Et super te.
Casey Lung.
Et super te.
Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree in absentia on Aaron Irvin.
Eam absentem magistrum artium renuncio.
Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Arts International with Honours in absentia on Luca Godfrey Enya Xiang.
Eos absentes baccalaureus artium renuncio.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the postgraduate diploma Ioannis Liveris.
Te ad gradum diplomati promovio, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Letters Lavanya Sushil Ahire.
Te ad gradum magistri literarum promovio, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono.
Zoya Ali.
Et super te.
Iris Aliska.
Et super te.
Jonathan Andrew.
Et super te.
Amelia Andujar.
Et super te.
Henry Ash.
Et super te.
Elizabeth Ashley.
Et super te.
Roha Aslam.
Et super te.
Yasmina Bali.
Et super te.
Moana Berbera.
Et super te.
Zoe Blake James.
Et super te.
Emma Bruns.
Et super te.
Charlie Bunker.
Et super te.
Theodora Butescu.
Et super te.
Rory Calvin.
Et superte.
Mia Cames.
Et superte.
Caroline Campbell.
Et superte.
Jennifer Carmichael.
Et superte.
Peter Catterall.
Et superte.
Peter Choifeti.
Et superte.
Chloe Chook.
Et superte.
Ho Ping Maggie Chung.
Et superte.
Hayley Clark Cousineau.
Et superte.
Madalena Cochris.
Et superte.
Caroline Cole.
Et superte.
Costanza Comba.
Et superte.
Taylor Conti.
Et superte.
Anna Cowan.
Et superte.
Freddie Crawford.
Et superte.
Josh Cummings.
Et superte.
Johan Davis.
Et superte.
Christian Dunicolet.
Et superte.
Tobias DePel.
Et superte.
Hiroshi Disanaike.
Et superte.
Christopher Dolan.
Et superte.
Georgina Duncan.
Et superte.
Cara Easton.
Et superte.
Pascal Edelman.
Et superte.
Makalika Favai.
Et superte.
Beatrix Fanka.
Et superte.
Aaron Feeney.
Et superte.
Clara Fernandez de la Mora.
Et superte.
Crystal Farrell.
Et superte.
Emily Garrow.
Et superte.
Joel Gerke Jr.
Et superte.
Alexander Gerhardt.
Et superte.
Iona Gregg.
Et superte.
Imogen Griffiths.
Et superte.
Kobe Griffiths.
Et super te.
Shreya Gudka.
Et super te.
Erica Gijaro.
Et super te.
Emily Hales.
Et super te.
Joshua Hales.
Et super te.
Raquel Harvey.
Et super te.
Morgan Hausbach.
Et super te.
Hannah Heilman.
Et super te.
William Bruce Henman.
Et super te.
Isabel Hernández Moreno.
Et super te.
Charles Hodges.
Et super te.
Christian Holland.
Et super te.
Enya Horgan.
Et super te.
Adrienne Humphreys.
Et super te.
Comfort Ilazobi.
Et super te.
Nicole Jemison.
Et super te.
Scarlett Yari.
Et super te.
Grace Johnson.
Et super te.
Victor Jonathan Johansson.
Et super te.
Finn Jones.
Et super te.
Kira Joyce.
Et super te.
Tia Yurisha.
Et super te.
Thea Kendall Green.
Et super te.
Leah Kershaw.
Et super te.
Nelly Kovanen.
Et super te.
Ruslan Kudryashov.
Et super te.
Alyssa Leading.
Et super te.
Gertrude Leighton.
Et super te.
Sidonia Lender.
Et super te.
Lucinda Lenny.
Et super te.
Erin Littler.
Et super te.
Ruby Loxton Daly.
Et super te.
Lewis McKinley.
Et super te.
Raphael Maymer.
Et super te.
Anna Maritz.
Et super te.
Charlotte Matthews.
Et superte.
Matthew McElhatton.
Et superte.
Richard McPherson II.
Et superte.
Félix Mestelin.
Et superte.
Jennifer Miller.
Et superte.
Diana Monso Cadena.
Et superte.
Amanda Mullett.
Et superte.
Disha Nashina.
Et superte.
Catriona Newton.
Et superte.
Aoife Ní Léathair.
Et superte.
Oliver Nichol.
Et superte.
Rex Obiwuru.
Et superte.
Samuel Charles Odell.
Et superte.
Mayuko Okanishi.
Et superte.
Rachel Olson.
Et superte.
Anne Charlotte Peterson.
Et superte.
Johanna Peters.
Et superte.
Marcelino Pichon Marquette.
Et superte.
Keris Price.
Et superte.
Holly Quinn.
Et superte.
Shreyas Rajagopal.
Et superte.
Naharika Ramprikash.
Et superte.
Leah Ransley.
Et superte.
Molly Reeves.
Et superte.
Paisley Register.
Et superte.
Madita Kara Ranka.
Et superte.
Isabella Riley.
Et superte.
Emily Ring.
Et superte.
Phil Roberts.
Et superte.
Callum Robertson.
Et superte.
Connor Ronka.
Et superte.
Holly Rose.
Et superte.
August Scaife.
Et superte.
Alexandra Schneider.
Et superte.
Guy Schaefer.
Et superte.
Alexei Shamagan.
Et superte.
Sebastian Simpson.
Et Superte.
Gayatri Sivaramakrishnan.
Et Superte.
Saima Snellman.
Et Superte.
Jennifer Solorzano.
Et Superte.
Joel Stashuk.
Et Superte.
Bianca Maria Tanasa.
Et Superte.
Emily Taylor.
Et Superte.
Justice Tekper.
Et Superte.
Zach Thompson.
Et Superte.
Robert Thorne.
Et Superte.
Livia Turnock.
Et Superte.
Maider Usandithaga Perez.
Et Superte.
Lauren Van Veen.
Et Superte.
Owen Vaughan.
Et Superte.
Christina Villarolo.
Et Superte.
Alexandra Vining.
Et Superte.
Veronica Viet.
Et Superte.
Sydney Vidy.
Et Superte.
Martin Weinrich.
Et Superte.
Laura Wenzel.
Et Superte.
Hannah Willey.
Et Superte.
Edward Wilson.
Et Superte.
Eleanor Wilson.
Et Superte.
Oliver Wyville.
Et Superte.
Maya Shvirib.
Et Superte.
E. G. Yao.
Et Superte.
Chitwei Cyrus Yao.
Et Superte.
Amy Young.
Et Superte.
Buwa Zarkoni.
Et Superte.
U Shun Yong.
Et Superte.
Sa Sin Juo.
Et Superte.
Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree in absentia on Mary Kate Barbie, Amandine Baudet Baconet, Carl Hugo Bengtson, Dakota Bennett, James Boatima Cook, Samuel Burton, Isabel Sherrow, Rodri Edwards, Sophie Flowers, Camra Heldman, Beryl C., Morgan Kelly, Martin Leach, Chenro Liu, Cara Lukes, Samar Manai, Claire Murphy, Emmett Myers, Emily Parks, E. Katerina Pediash, Gillian Provost, Neil Robertson, Eli Schwarer, Jacqueline Scoville, Grace Shipp, Shiwu Jiang.
Eus absentes, magistros literarum renuncio.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Research, Shinoa Bidi.
Te ad gradum magistri investigationis promovio, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Fine Arts, Megan Liederman.
Te ad gradum magistri artium elegentiam promovio, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono.
Emma Love.
Et super te.
Isaac Pruitt.
Et super te.
Claire Silverman.
Et super te.
Cass Taylor.
Et super te.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Philosophy, Fiona Geddes.
Te ad gradum magistri philosophiae promovio, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono.
Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree in absentia on Satare Dashte Bazorgi, Bernadette Weimar, Scott Ward.
Eus absentes magistros philosophiae renuncio.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled International Conspiracies, Building a Theory of Covert Foreign Support for Coup d'etat, Christopher Bennett.
Te ad gradum doctoris philosophiae promovio, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono. Congratulations, well done.
For a thesis entitled Georgian Foreign Policy and Strategic Culture in Black Sea Trilateral Cooperation, Michael Ciceri.
Et super te. Congratulations, Michael.
For a thesis entitled Writing Truth to Power, Whistleblowing as Counter-Imaginary to Neoliberal Culture in Contemporary Writing, Sandro Eich.
Et super te. Many congratulations, well done.
For a thesis entitled Constitutional Courts, Reconciling the Law, Politics and Spirit After Transition, Karen Catillo.
Et super te. Many congratulations, well done.
For a thesis entitled Revisiting History in the Present, The Politics of Memories and Emotions in Regional Negotiations among North Korea, Japan and China, Phung Anh Nguyen.
Et super te. Many congratulations.
For a thesis entitled Living by the Rules, Patriarchy, Hegemonic Masculinity and the Production of Violence in Domestic Abuse and Involuntary Celibacy, Anne Petrschek.
Et super te. Congratulations, Anne.
For a thesis entitled A Spectrum of Mystical Biopolitics, Variations on a Neoplatonist Critique of Neoliberalism, Theo Poward.
Et super te. Congratulations, Theo.
For a thesis entitled We bear witness to unspeakable horrors, historical violence, contemporary terrorism, and collective trauma in Central Asia. Noah Tucker.
Et super te. Many congratulations.
For a thesis entitled 19th Century Fiction and the Search for Meaning, Rachel Zimmerman.
Et super te. Congratulations, Rachel.
Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree in absentia on Sarah Edgecombe, Sam Hickford.
Eos absentes doctores philosophiae renuncio. Decanus Facultatis Scientiae.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Francesco Antonoccio.
Te ad gradum baccalaureae scientiae promovio, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono.
James Lewis.
Et super te.
Krishna Sharma.
Et super te.
Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree in absentia on M.J. Bell, Mark Bruff.
Eos absentes baccalaureus scientiae renuncio.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Jason Pollock.
Te ad gradum baccalaureae scientiae promovio, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono.
Ali Ridgewell.
Et super te.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Science, Nasser Abdul Rashid.
Te ad gradum magistri scientiae promovio, cuius rei in symbolum super te hoc beretum impono.
Zukaila Ahati.
Et super te.
Susanna El Naib.
Et super te.
Harris Aswat.
Et super te.
Eleanor Bainbridge.
Et super te.
Andriy Bezameni.
Et super te.
Aileen Breakin.
Et super te.
Bridget Burwell.
Et super te.
Kelly Davis.
Et super te.
Danae Evans.
Et super te.
Marielle Fauché.
Et super te.
Patrick Freeman.
Et super te.
Zach Gainey.
Et super te.
Valentina Guraposo Brutin.
Et super te.
Jia Xin Gui.
Et super te.
Amatula Lone Indwala.
Et super te.
Rachel Mertz.
Et super te.
Vibin Mashea.
Et Supete.
Sebastian Mazur.
Et Supete.
Emily Menezes.
Et Supete.
Mohammed Qasim Mizai.
Et Supete.
Olivia Nandlal.
Et Supete.
Avery Newell.
Et Supete.
Luke O'Driscoll Downs.
Et Supete.
Kiera Purdy.
Et Supete.
Alexander Rain.
Et Supete.
Heather Robertson.
Et Supete.
Bossa Rushman.
Et Supete.
Edja Sogoroga.
Et Supete.
Carla Schluter.
Et Supete.
Benjamin Smith.
Et Supete.
Judah Smith Dyer.
Et Supete.
Katharina Strahl.
Et Supete.
Ladislav Shvela.
Et Supete.
Edward Tamaglo.
Et Supete.
Gabrielle Thompson.
Et Supete.
Lara Tomlinson.
Et Supete.
Sashi Varadan.
Et Supete.
Max Worth.
Et Supete.
Kawina Watanawaha.
Et Supete.
Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree in absentia on Liam Coote, Men Lu, Ardea Nestoru, Bruin Snow, Nat Sutherland, Alicia Tay.
Eos absentes magistro scientiae renuncio.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Master of Science by Research, Blair Harbour.
Te ad gradum magistri scientiae promovio, cuius rei in symbolum superte hoc veretum impono.
Amelia Temez.
Et Superte.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Testing the Metabolic Feasibility of Noachian Hot Springs on Mars, Tony Galloway.
Te ad gradum doctoris philosophiae promovio, cuius rei in symbolum superte hoc veretum impono. Many congratulations.
For a thesis entitled Sources, Sinks and Subsidies of Organic Carbon in Salt Marsh Habitats, Alex Houston.
Et Superte. Congratulations, Alex.
for a thesis entitled Layering Mechanisms, Compaction and Liquid Migration in the Layered Nepheline Cyanites of the Illiamsack Complex, South Greenland, Emily Jones.
Et superte. Congratulations.
Vice-Chancellor, I ask you to confer the degree in absentia on Matthew Goody.
Eum absentum doctorem philosophiae renuncio. We will now turn to the induction of new professors, an integral and important part of our graduation tradition. Academic institutions are highly organised ones, and academic structures vary between countries, most notably between European and American models. At St Andrews, the first academic posting is conventionally a lectureship, and lecturers become senior lecturers, then readers, as they progress up the ladder, although it should be said that many academic careers are not quite so linear in practice. Professors are the most senior academics within our university and the sector more broadly, and appointment to the Professoriate recognises careers of outstanding achievement, the pursuit of excellence, and the production of scholarship that has had a demonstrable impact in its field. It is the pinnacle of an academic career. We thus recognise and formally induct our new professors during these graduation ceremonies so that we can celebrate. I will call forth the new professors and they will be inducted into the Professoriate with prescribed Latin phrases. I will then give each professor a book in recognition of their lifetime committed to the written word. Each professor has been invited to select a work of their choice which is gifted to them by the university and presented out with this ceremony. The books they receive on stage today are symbolic of this transaction. The academics whom we acknowledge have taught and supported generations of students, including some of those who have just graduated, whilst advancing their disciplines, promoting the transmission of ideas, generating discourse, and changing our world as a consequence. Let us recognise their successes now. On the instruction of the Senatus Academicus, of which I declare this a duly constituted meeting, I shall now install its newly appointed professors. Quando quidem in Universitati Sancti Andreae vacuae sunt hae professiones. There were a number of vacant appointments in several schools at the university. Professor in Schola Scientiarum Terrestrium. Professor in Schola Literarum Anglicarum. Professor in Schola Geographiae et Naturae Conservationis. Visum est curiae eustum universitatis ea munera his collegis doctissimis mandare. Professores egitur magistrique eustum universitatis statuerant eustam colleges in ea munera admittere. The University Court felt it correct to entrust the duties of these appointments to the following colleagues, and the professors and masters of the university were in agreement. I will now summon those forward who are to be installed. Professor James Ray, School of Earth and Environmental Sciences. Professor Peter Mackay, School of English. Professor Rahima White, School of Geography and Sustainable Development. It's just as well there's only 3 of them. Per leganta diplomata. I now request that the certificates are read out.
The University Court, at meetings held between the 19th of October 2024 and the 17th of October 2025, received notification of appointments in the schools of Earth and Environmental Sciences, English, and Geography and Sustainable Development.
Iam pridem in Academia Nostra, increbuit haec consuetudo ut qui munus aliquod in eadem suscipiat, is sancte polliceata se officio sibi commisso fideliter perfecturum. Vos igitur mi sodales, sancte pollicemini vos commodis utilitatibusque huius academiae usque in servituros. I have reminded all present of our custom that whoever undertakes such a responsibility should solemnly promise faithfully to carry out his or her duties, and I ask each candidate for this promise. Frater James.
Pelicio.
Frater Peter.
Pelicio.
Soro Rehema. Vos igitur professores in Universitati Sancti Andreae, Rite Institutus Renuncio, cuius rei in testimonium hos libros trado. I now declare that this group of colleagues is properly installed as professors, and I will now present each with a book as witness to this. Congratulations, Peter. Congratulations, James.
Thank you.
Quod Felix fortunatumque sit, Spartam nacti estis, hanc exornate. In conclusion, I wish all of them happiness and good fortune, and end with an ancient saying translated into Latin by Erasmus. This states, "You have been allotted Sparta. Do it credit." I call upon the Master at the United College, Professor Ineke de Myrtle.
Vice-Chancellor, it is my privilege to present Raphael Vermeer, CBE, for the University Medal. The University Medal is a prestigious accolade which affirms our commitment to excellence and celebrates an individual's outstanding contribution to the University of St Andrews. Raphael Vermeer very much fits both of these statements. Born in Belgium, Raphael graduated in electrical and mechanical engineering from the École Polytechnique in Brussels. He subsequently completed Master of Science degrees in Engineering and Management at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. From 1979 to 2003, Raphael worked in engineering and managerial roles at ConocoPhillips. These were followed by senior executive roles, firstly as head of external affairs between 2003 and 2011, then President of Operations in Nigeria between 2011 and 2014, and finally, Vice President of Government Affairs International until 2015. Notably, during this period, Raphael led the industry's international response to the Macondo, or Deepwater Horizon, environmental disaster. Raphael's professional expertise and achievements have been recognized across the industry. He is a Fellow of the Energy Institute and the Royal Institute of Naval Architects. Raphael was a member of the Board of Directors of Oil Spill Response Limited, and from 2008 to 2011 was Chairman of the International Association of oil and gas producers. In 2002, he became president of the international humanitarian relief organization Malteser International, having previously served as a board member. The organization helps to improve the health and living conditions of suffering and displaced people in over 35 countries worldwide. Raphael is the current lead independent director of Eni, an Italian energy company, a role which he has held since 2021. In recognition of his outstanding achievements and services to the energy industry, he was made a Commander of the Order of the British Empire in 2008. In St Andrews, Raphael was instrumental in shaping and sustaining the St Andrews Prize for the Environment since its establishment in 1998, including serving as a judge from 2012 to 2021. The St Andrews Prize for the Environment is a prestigious international initiative, integral to the university's environmental sustainability theme. The prize recognizes innovative, practical solutions to environmental challenges, and since its inception, the prize has disbursed over $2.5 million in awards, benefiting over 70 projects worldwide. Scheduled for its 27th edition to take place in March 2026, Raphael has played a pivotal part in ensuring the ongoing success and expansion of the prize. As an institution, we are immensely proud of the success of the prize and thankful to Raphael for his contributions and efforts in creating the prize and shaping what it is today. On a more personal note, Raphael and his wife Federica have 3 children, and they are proud parents of one of our alumni. Their son Tommy was awarded a master's degree in international relations and management by the university in 2017. We are delighted that Federica and Tommy are with us for today's ceremony. Tommy, you possibly did not expect to be back in Younger Hall quite so soon and to see your father on this stage. Vice-Chancellor, in recognition of his major contribution to the University of St Andrews in the establishment and development of the St Andrews Prize for the Environment, I invite you to present Raphael Vermeer, CBE, with the University Medal.
We look up there, there's your... I call upon Professor Joe Sharp of the School of Geography and Sustainable Development.
Vice-Chancellor, special guests, colleagues and graduates, it is my great pleasure and honour to add my congratulations to our graduates on this special day. Looking out at the full hall here, rather different to how it looks at 9 a.m. for my first year lectures, I must admit. It's a reminder that your achievements today are not simply those of individuals, but testament to the support of friends and family, classmates, group work collaborators, tutors, lecturers, perhaps even those who provide you with much needed coffee in the morning and a dram or two later on in the day. So while I'm primarily here to extend my congratulations to our graduates, may I also say heartfelt thanks to your families and supporters, friends and staff who've helped you to this point. So, what wise words should I send you out of this hall with? The loudest, most insistent voice in my head at this particular moment wants to warn you that imposter syndrome is something that absolutely does not disappear now that you're graduates. I have spent my career being convinced that gaining my undergraduate degree, my master's, my PhD, my lectureship, my professorship would be the point at which I would suddenly achieve the serenity of confidence. I'm still waiting. So I was reassured when I read the memoir of former First Minister Nicola Sturgeon and discovered that she too had struggled with imposter syndrome. But she wrote that rather than seeing this as a problem, she regarded it as her superpower. When I first read this, it surprised me. But she went on to explain that it was her self-doubt that pushed her to succeed, to ensure that she'd done her homework, had covered her brief, that she always had the information she might need at her fingertips. Rather than ever feeling that she was entitled to be heard, she felt she had to work extra hard to prove her worth. Working hard to think is not really in vogue. It seems that the world is not short of people who are absolutely certain of themselves or their arguments, who do not question their right to be heard. It has led to a world where the loudest, most confident voices have come to dominate, while careful, thoughtful considerations are dismissed. There are increasing pressures for us to ascribe to one side or the other. We are simply told it is common sense to think like this and not like that. Now, I get very anxious when someone tells me it's just common sense. More than 30 years ago, my PhD examined geopolitical representations in the US magazine Reader's Digest. That magazine was the epitome of common sense, whose very name suggested that its version of events was already digested for the reader. No further reflection was needed. All complexity was reduced to the moral simplicity of right and wrong, true and false, by the experts that the magazine had chosen to make sense of the world for its readers. Sometime later, CNN invited me to write an article about the Reader's Digest for its website. It received a torrent of response. Now, I know everyone says, never read below the line, but I just couldn't resist looking. I was called everything from a communist spy to a CIA plant. Quite an achievement in 600 words. But the most common response was, what is she talking about? The Reader's Digest wasn't political. That magazine just printed common sense. This form of knowledge is very different from the kinds of critical knowledge which we explore here at St Andrews, knowledge which seeks always to open up the apparently self-evident to examination and to expose the commonsensical for its omissions and complications. Your studies here will have made you think hard to ask, whose argument is this? What sources have they used? What is revealed by this approach and what is hidden? In whose interest is this version of events? The world is complex, messy, and difficult to disentangle, but that is the very joy of critical and difficult thinking. So my hope for you as you walk out of these doors is that you don't see this great celebration today as the end of your education, but just a change in the location of where it happens. Hold on to that critical approach and stay curious. Hold on to the excitement of learning about new things, hearing about different ways to express or be in the world, and views that diverge from your own. So perhaps a little bit of imposter syndrome isn't such a bad thing after all, if it makes sure we all do our homework.
If you are able, please stand for the benediction.
Oremus. Gratia Domini Nostri Jesu Christi, et caritas Dei, et communicato Spiritus Sancti, sit cum omnibus nobis in saecula saeculorum. Amen.